Hello,
Yeah.
hello,
Hello, hello. Hello, sir.
hello. Hi, hi, Monica. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. How are you doing?
Sir, fine, sir.
Okay. So tell me, how can I help you?
Sir, I just wanted to know that I have not even completed my capstone project. Okay. So, is it important to join the mock interview, sir? Is it mandatory, sir?
Okay. So you're saying if you don't complete capstone project, you should. Okay. I think it is important that you complete it because in your mock interviews you will be asked question around capstone. So I mean, if you ask me that I have not submitted it, will the interview will know it? I don't think they will know that. But I think you will not get the opportunity to book the mock interviews if you don't complete it,
Okay.
because the interviewer who will be interviewing you are not from Alma Batter admin team, so they wouldn't know. But the Alma Batter team would not let you book the sessions if you don't complete it.
So, it's mandatory. Means competency is not mandatory, sir. Only capstone project is mandatory.
Sorry, I did not get you.
Sir, competency challenges are also there. So, is it that also important? Capstone and competency
So
challenges?
when you say important, what do you mean? You should give them, or you should. I
No,
don't
I
know. Get
have to
you.
give them because it's like sir, course is going to be end in this February last sir. So I'm not
Mhm.
having that much time. So I need that is this go forward to that I can complete my all over the projects. So
Um, I think again I would not be able to answer it because I'm not sure what is the criteria. But what I can tell you, I think they would be important and you need to complete them because there has to be some sort of a cutoff. Like I mean, if people just join and they don't do anything, then it's not going to work, right? So I think it is going to be important. What I would request you is to do this.
okay,
Reach out to your POC, the point of contact, and just check with them how much percentage you need to complete the course and all that. Okay, because it's not very clearly given to me, so I wouldn't know.
okay. Because it's I have just thinking that is it really mandatory because I have to complete it means immediately I have to complete because I'm not getting in this a course because this will be my uh, means it is different because I've chosen the MBA with HR and marketing. So this field is very different for me. Python is very different, SQL is each and everything. But I really want a job at this time of it because I'm giving seriously because all the quizzes and I am completing. Only competency challenge and capstone project is little bit getting really tough. So I'm just asking. That's why I just asked for you this.
No, I think if you ask me, I think it should be completed.
Okay.
Not just because you will be eligible for interview, but because you will learn something new. So from that perspective, I think you should go ahead and try to complete it as soon as possible. Now, how much you should complete, what is the cutoff, I think you can just check that with the admin team. They'll be able to better guide you there.
Oh, okay, sir. Okay. Because 70% they have told me that 70% is mandatory for the capstone and 75 for the competency challenges. So that
Okay.
much I know about this thing.
Okay.
Sir, any that thing that is it beyond the thing that I have not been completed. Each and everything is getting difficult. But what is the actually I can if the course will be end. So will I able to get the job?
See,
Mm,
if you complete it and if you do well in Alma X or mock interviews, I
yes,
think you will do well. Why? Because you will be under, let's say, guidance of a lot of people who are from this field. So for example, one of the thing that you would get as a benefit of getting into Alma X or Alma Premier program is you will be having someone who can help you with your resume building. So what is that an industry needs? You will get that experience from someone who is basically hiring. So I guess yes, if you do well, if you do it properly, and if you do it with dedication, yes, you
yes.
should be able to get a job. But if you do not push yourself, you cannot do not focus, then even after getting into that batch, it might not work out.
Yeah, exactly. So anything suggestion that you can give me so that I can easily get, because these are the mandatory things I have to do. Yeah. It's something beyond this thing if you want to share
Yeah,
something
I guess
experience.
if your target is to get a job in data science, I think one of the key thing is to clear interviews and coding rounds. So I'm not, as you mentioned that SQL and Python is a little different to you. I guess that's where you need to focus a little more, or rather a lot more. So pick up Python, pick up few interview questions, pick up any coding platform, practice
Okay.
there. You do not need to be practicing, let's say, at a very high level. Amateur, or let's say a beginner, or maybe beginner, any experience better than beginner is enough, because that's where you will get to get a taste of coding. Now, why this is important? Because some companies would want you to code. Like, in fact, in the interview itself, they would want you to code.
Yes.
So that could become a filtration criteria. So if you're not good at it, you will be not be going forward.
Right.
Then, once you are done with all of this,
Okay.
you might also have to give a case study round. Depends, right? Depends which company you are. So some companies are going to give you a case study. Some companies are going to basically put you into an interview, and they will just check your knowledge in that interview. So
Okay, sir.
whichever it is, you need to prepare accordingly. But yeah, this is how it can happen for you: coding, interview, case study, and then yeah, the remaining stuff is mostly attitude and HR. That should be fine.
Okay.
So start from there, focus on the SQL and Python more. Do not have to be
Okay.
a high level coder here. At least in entry level data science job, it's okay to not know much, because you will eventually pick it up. But to get
Yes.
into the job is what you need to learn,
Basic.
right?
Yeah.
So that's why you need to
So
focus.
basic, I have to focus on these learning. That's it.
So when I say basic, again, look at what questions are being asked to people who are getting jobs. Okay,
I see.
so reach out to
Okay.
them, because you get a message, I guess, in Slack. Reach out to them, so ask them, you congratulate them, and then ask them what were the question
Yeah.
asked, so you will get
Okay.
an understanding.
Sure, sure. Sure, sir. Yeah. And what else? So, sir, if something in capstone project we have to do, it means whatever they have given me, I have to do
Mm-hmm.
exact that thing or something I can do with myself. That yeah, this is much importance. Then I can go because coding is a different thing to Python. I have tried my best. I have given one project, but that is not mandatory now. So I have to do the second project and another. So they have been put in the hold side and they said me that do another one because that is not mandatory. Photo analysis I was done with all over thing, and then they told me we go through the new format and then search one project and then start doing this. So it's getting me very, very, very tough because I have tried and still coding is not getting okay. So
See, if you want to be in this industry, coding is something that you need to be very good at.
very
Um, because I mean, I don't know what was told when you got into this program, but I'm telling you from industry perspective, if you do not know how to code, you cannot survive in this industry, because today it is data science, tomorrow it could be anything, so you don't need people who can just talk, because they already have so many of them. So they need people who with real, let's say,
real code.
skills. So I mean, that's the reality. I'm putting it very straightforward to you. So coding is something you need to know. How can you improve is up to you. Like I told you, you need to practice. You need to learn from someone who's good at coding. See how they think about coding. If you can find some mentor like that, yeah, good. If you cannot, then you will have to do it yourself.
And sir, is this English is mandatory that you can speak English whether in the in the course companies which you have been getting? So you have to speak in English each and every time. Yeah, we can learn from there because I am just a basic beginner level. English is not good in mine, but at that time, if I join the company, then I can give my best. No, so is it
See,
really that I have
English
to
is a
practice English also?
it's a means of communication. So as long as what you're saying is understood by the person sitting in front of you, I think it should not matter. But yes, when you speak to clients, business English is important, and business English means, you know that, right? So
Right.
whatever comes with business English is important. So yes, you don't have to be completely, let's say, flawless, you can always take pauses, and obviously it is not uh, our first language, so
Okay.
we are not native speakers, so they understand that. But you have to be very clear when you speak. That's all that matters. So you can always improve, but to get into
Yes.
that, you need to have some sort of a command over English.
Sure, sir. Sure. Okay. Sir, my question was little bit this only because I was feeling stressed that how I can will get the job in this thing because I know it's not been easy. So I have to
Yes,
do
it is
very
not easy.
more things.
Certainly, yes, with recession, it's going to be a little more difficult this year. But what I can say, and then this is coming from experience, that I've seen people who are completely from a different field getting jobs in this field because they worked hard. Okay, and
Yes,
they did not even know how to code. They're coming from, let's say, a mechanical engineering background, doing uh, let's say shift work in some remote part of India, and they're giving their best to come into this field. So if they can do it, I guess everybody can do it.
yes, sir.
I wouldn't say they were privileged or they were not privileged. They obviously had a job, so they were privileged. But they
Okay.
tried to get into a field which they did not know, and they did really good. And they got into this field, and now they're doing really really well. And I was mentor to a lot of them, and I feel if they can do it, everybody can do it. So it's up to you. Okay, nobody see the thing with this sort of program is that it is you who have to initiate all of this, right? We cannot push you because it's totally virtual, and obviously
Yes,
your happiness is what you are responsible for. So you have to push, and we can only guide you. If you push, you will definitely find a lot of support. If you do not push, there would not be anybody to guide you because you're not interested. Why would anybody bother, right?
right,
So
right,
that's the thing. So don't take it like in a negative way that you're not good. I think everybody is good. They just have to find the right fitment for themselves. Maybe let's say not data science, maybe something really different in data science, is that what you can pick up, or maybe something in data science but not coding, right? It can also happen, but for that you need to be first in the industry. So get into the
okay,
industry, learn a little bit of coding, and then come and figure out if you really want to do coding or you want to move into something else.
yes, sir.
And those opportunities are there, right? You come into this industry or IT industry, and then you can pick up what you like to do, and then you can just transition into that role. So those
Right,
opportunities are definitely there, but
sure,
they wouldn't be given to just like that, right? You have to first come and prove yourself. Only when you prove, then people say, fine, if you can do this, you can also do this. So that's how it works.
sure. Okay, sir. Because, sir, I actually worked 4.7 years. I have been worked with the finance industry. That was the banking line. So all the dashboards, CSV, I have been seen over there. I have each and everything I have seen over there. But this is the real world where I'm actually getting the CSV and the data where I have to filtration and I have to do because the real data was came to me and then I have to make the CSVs also, sir. So that is the different level and I'm finally improving that. Yeah, I can do that thing. Then this will be also will be helpful because some is thing which is making me more difficult. That is only the coding and the English. These two mandatory things. If I will improve it, then definitely I will go for this thing. So I just wanted to start from the basic term because if basic the company will be get and hired me, then I can improve each and everything. But the starting is not being getting, then I cannot do anything else because I want to.
Exactly. You, if you, that's what I'm
Uh,
saying. So the tough part is to get into this field. That's
yes,
the
yes,
tough
yes,
part.
yes,
Once you get into that field, you will figure it out. Yes, everybody figures
definitely,
it out.
definitely.
But getting into it is where you need to put a lot of effort. So right now is the time you need to put a lot of effort, which
Yes, sir.
let's say can be 400 times your current effort, or 500, or maybe 10% of your current effort. It's up to you. But to
Okay.
get into that field, you have to push. Once you are there, you can obviously be a little relaxed,
Yes,
but you have to push.
yes, yes, yes. Yeah. बस इतना ही था मेरा. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. I mean, if there is nothing else, we can obviously end this. But like I said, focus. There is always role for everyone. Everybody has their own journey. So just
Yes,
focus on the positive. Keep pushing yourself, and definitely, if you push yourself, work hard, you will find your fitment in this field. Okay. So take
okay.
care, Monica, and all the best
Thank
for
you.
your future.
Thank you
Take
very
care.
much.
Bye bye.
Bye. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.